I believe so.
You got us all on?
Kind of, yeah.
Alright, Shalom. For the Hebrew Israelites. Alright. First, we want to give praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Alright. And peace and blessings to those teaching out there in truth and sincerity. And, you know what I mean? Double honors to our elders and apostles of GMS. Without further ado.
So we're going to open up Proverbs 22:8. We're just talking about, as you can see the title of the video, the downfall of our oppressors, and that's what we're witnessing. It's Proverbs 22:8. He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, and his rod of his anger shall fail. And I really want to get that in the NLT. Publish. NLT, you know, sometimes gives you a better understanding of the old English. Proverbs 22:8. Those who plant injustice will harvest disaster, and their reign of terror will come to an end. And you know that's the Edomite, man. His reign of terror is coming to an end. Hey, but before it comes to an end, he's going to come down with great wrath. You know, because he knows that his time is up, man. You know, and he been sowing wickedness throughout the four corners of the earth, man. How do you think this whole the system which we see currently set up, and the system that he's about to set up, which is the NWO, it's all built off what corruption at the end of the day. You know, how do you think America was built off what the rape, robbery, and murder of the tribes? Even to this day, you know, they still oppress us, man. You know, overtax us, you know, do all kinds of wickedness, man. So, hey, the Lord said, hey, he that soweth iniquity, he's gonna reap vanity, man, at the end of the day, man. You know, the scriptures say what? He's gonna be chased away as a dream of the night.
I got a precept similar to that. It's in Psalm 68:1. It reads, let the Most High arise, let his enemies be scattered. Let them also that hate him flee before him. And we know that, you know, through the scriptures and through the Hakodash, Holy Spirit, his enemies would be Esau, Edom, first and foremost. You know, it gives a list of the nations that have come against us in Psalms 83. But the main one, the first, right? So you think as a wax, as a candle melt, or you know, as a candle when it burns down, you know what I'm saying? The wax melts away. You know, it goes out, and that's what the Lord is coming to do. To put the, what it say?
The light of the wicked out.
Yeah. He said it's short yet for a moment.
I got you. I think it's in Job. It said how off the light of the wicked is put out.
That's it.
Make a quick precept real quick. This is Job 4, verse 8. It says, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
Yeah. That's mighty good. Job, I believe Job was during the time before the flood. And who's running the earth? Who's throughout the earth doing wickedness then? It was the descendants of Cain. You know, the same shit they doing now, man, through Esau. Because you know that same spirit that was in Cain and his descendants. You know, it's the same spirit in Esau and his descendants, man. And they doing the same shit. Going throughout the earth, you know, establishing iniquity, man. You know? What you think this whole NWO agenda is about, man? You know, it's wicked. You know, the Lord, you know, this nigga's trying to number the children of Israel. Did not the Lord plague David because of that? You know, you can't number the sins of the sea, man. You can't put a patent on the Lord's creation and then try to switch it and say, I got something better than that. You know, how do you think the Heavenly Father feel about that, man? And how do you think, his children feel? Hey, but he don't give a damn because he's a devil. You know? I got that for you too.
Yeah.
You got some on that thing?
Kind of.
Yeah.
It says, by the blast of the Most High they perish, and by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed.
Yeah. And what's coming to America, Babylon the Great, you know, the prime prime target of nuclear destruction. You have rumors of Armageddon, and that is surely coming to pass. It's going to happen. You know, all the nations that have the ICBMs within their inventory, they're gonna shoot them over here to Babylon the Great. You know, so, and we know that, you know, the average Joe Smo Edomite is gonna get torched, as the scripture said. But then you have the elites that are gonna be in the bunkers. You know, they're gonna be the first batch of slaves in the kingdom of heaven. You know, because you're gonna have the elect, the 144,000 with them spiritual capabilities and bodies, rounding them up. You know, bringing them out from the bunkers across the four corners, man.
I got this. Job 18:5. It said, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the sparks of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him, man. Which means this devil, he's going to be put out. He's going to be, like the elder said, evicted from the Garden of Eden. You're going to be kicked out the garden. Because after 1,000 years of captivity, you know, these nations going to go back to their land, and we still going to rule over them, but they still going to, you know, have to follow our laws, statutes, commandments. But hey, they're going to be able to enjoy the kingdom of heaven under the rulership of the Israelites. Whereas he going to be done away with.
That's right.
You know? Because why? You furthered the affliction. And you fucked the earth up. You know?
That's right. So like I was just gonna say, you know, also their wisdom of you know, their philosophy, what they push is gonna be put out. You know, because now true wisdom and true rule, true order is gonna be back upon the earth. Because now the world is gonna be operated and governed under the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Right? Because right now we see, like the brother's going into, the wicked vibration of Cain and the rule of his descendants now. You know, you got fucking, like we were talking about pre-video, Moses walking unscathed wherever. Shit, you go out in public, you know, you see one right away. You know what I'm saying? You can't escape it. Or you have a transformer, whatever the case may be, a wicked Eve all up in the feminist spirit. Everything is thrown out of course. You know.
I got a precept and I got something. This is 2nd Ezra 6:28. I'm sorry, 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which had been so long without fruits, shall be declared. And that's what you're seeing right now, man. You know, the evil's being put out. You know, because why? This nigga's being found out. And he can't hide no more. You know, he's panicking. And don't get me wrong, they come on TV with those suits and ties on, with that goofy smile on their face, act like everything is all right. But behind closed doors, these elites are panicking. They scared shitless, man. Because they know that the Lord is coming back. They seeing the chariots. They seeing us waking up. You know the Lord plaguing their ass with visions and dreams. You know, because the Lord, you know, he gives us visions and dreams. You know, on the right hand side, you know, and how much more them niggas on the left hand side, man. The Lord be probably plaguing them with us beating their ass in captivity, man. So, hey, trust me, man, these elites are, they know that their time's up, man. That was it on that. I got back to the Proverbs 22 and 16. It said, he that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. I got it wrong. No, I'm going last one.
What was that?
Proverbs 22:16. I'm gonna type that up.
This is Proverbs. Again, Proverbs 22.
16. I got it. I read it.
Oh, you got it.
He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. Come on, I'm gonna get that in NLT because it's Proverbs 22:16. I read it in NLT yesterday.
Hey, because you're helping further the affliction of, you know what I mean, the Israelites, and you're helping the rich get richer. You're helping, you know what I'm saying? And when the rich get richer, who, you know what I'm saying? What happens? That means somebody's losing out. That means that the poor are getting poorer.
With that pandemic, that was really a seize of wealth. It was systematically to destroy the middle class. Because who got richer during that quote unquote shutdown? Those these big ass corporations like Amazon, these different fast food industry companies that was open still.
Yeah, they were all open.
It was all open, man. Whereas these small mom and pop shops, they missed out a lot of money. Walmart made a lot of money. Target, these are like corporations, man. You know that the elites only got certain people. But Jake don't really have access to things or stocks on those different companies like that. You may have Jakes here and there, and if they do, it's probably like a small share compared to the guys like Jeff Bezos and Billy Boy, showing that, man, these people are wicked, man. Because that was all systematic design, and then when this next shutdown comes, it's going to totally wipe out the middle class.
And I also gave them like a precursor of the control that they want to establish when they implement the CHIP. That Dorito, that grain of rice that they want to implant into your body, but the Lord's gonna put an end to that whole NWO that they have in store. But that was just like a little bit of control that they brought forth just to test the water, so to speak.
With that they was able to collect data from that. So they was able to see like, okay, these 70, like, okay, this amount of percentage of people took it, so when we roll with this, they're gonna take the Quran. But these people, we gotta clear up these amount of troops, these amount of this and that. They was able to get the data back from that. That's how Esau is. Should say the inward thoughts are like deep. This devil, when he does things for no reason. There's always an agenda behind everything he does, man, because he's a devil.
Yeah, so that basically, if you support what's going on, you support the wickedness that's going on in this kingdom, you're a part of it. Alright, because if you're not helping, you're hurting.
Alright.
You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? So if you out there causing people to be poor and be afflicted, then hey, that's gonna come upon you. You're gonna be poor and afflicted.
They're in league with the beast.
Alright, so that's just like being a sellout, like these celebrities and things like that.
Yeah, what they call it when you go to court, when you ain't do the crime, but you was with the dude that did the crime.
Guilty by association.
You got a lot of jakes that's guilty of. Hey, the dudes, like even these ex-white leaders that advocated our people to go roll their sleeves up. You got blood in your hands.
So that's kind of like saying, well, I ain't have nothing to do with it. I wasn't the one doing it.
Yeah.
Hey, but you the one that drove him to the spot to go do it.
Right.
I didn't pull the trigger, but Jay, I got a precept for you.
That was something he did. It wasn't me.
This is Psalms 94:16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? And the Lord's asking the question, who? And we know who's the one that stands up. It's the elect. We got a few people outside the men of the Lord that's speaking out against this NWO. For the main part, you only see the men of the Lord speaking out against this whole NWO and his corrupt that he's about to implement. You ain't really seeing too many people speaking out against the corrupt, man. And we seeing everything where it's going. This devil, he's so bold, he's putting it now also in the movies.
Yeah.
But that's like him prophesying on the left hand side in a sense,
Yeah, that's one of their rules that they have to abide by, to where they feel like they're not guilty because they warned you about it.
That shit wicked, man. And then when we point these things out, they look at us what, nuts, weirdos, crazy, sea theories. And when it's clear as day, and then he telling you to your face what he's about to do.
Yeah.
Shit crazy, man. That's how you know these people have. That's how you know witchcraft is real. These people have a strong spell over them. They have a strong delusion, like the scriptures say, that they should believe a lie.
Yeah, he be causing people to be double-minded too.
Yeah.
Right.
He be causing people to be double-minded.
You make you question yourself.
He tells you to believe in God, but he teaches everything against God.
Yeah.
He teaches everything that's contrary to the word. Why? Because he wants you to worship him as God.
Oh. I got a precept. Let's show you something.
Yeah, I got something.
You got it,
I got one.
This is Galatians 6, verse 7. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
Damn, that's crazy. It's crazy. I like you like with that microchip. It's like a seed. So it's like you sowing to the flesh. You know what I'm saying? You know, you giving it to the flesh, and that's what that devil. That's all he is. When you put that microchip, you declaring him as God. You totally, because he really his whole job is to totally detach us from the Heavenly Father forever, man. You know, which is an idiotic. You think about it, man. Come on, bro. Stupid as hell. But hey, the Lord put that idiotic spirit in his ass to think that shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, and you gonna have a lot of our people silly ass following his dumb ass down to the loop. You know?
Yeah, he still can't get over that we got the birthright.
Come on.
You know, right after that, he went out to slay his brother Jacob. You still see it today.
Come on.
You know, they're still trying to kill off the Israelites, who are now mainly the elect.
Come on.
You know.
Yeah, and it says, Galatians 6, verse 9, and it says, let us not be weary in well doing. Let us not be weary in well doing. So let us not be, you know what I'm saying, weak in doing what's right. For in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
That's why we gotta go work, man. We gotta do this work. And work is not just doing videos and lessons. That's part of the work. That's part of the sacrifice, going out highways, teaching. Hey, but also in your daily walk, man, you gotta be changing. You gotta put forth the effort, man.
Yeah.
The Lord said, when I return, shall I find faith on earth. You know?
Right. Yeah, let us not be weary in well doing, because this world, it's easy to do something off and wicked. You know, it's easy to go smoke a cigarette when you're feeling, you know, this certain type of way, or, you know, pop this girl while she's married, you know. So, because, yeah, this world is evil. You know, it's evil. And it's out here for you to go do these things, man. It's right in front of your face to go do it. You know, but we have to be renewed, you know, through the Spirit.
Make good,
Yeah, we're doing it from mind.
make good habits in serving the Lord.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, trying your best, you know, not to transgress the laws.
Right. Because in turn, you will get strengthened that way. And of course, prayer first and foremost. Praying out to Yahweh Shai to, you know, because we know our strengths and weaknesses and what we fall short in. Or we should try to be looking for those, you know, strengths and weaknesses. So, but we have to go up to the Heavenly Father, you know, to strengthen us in these certain type of, in these things, man.
Precept. Unless you guys, you know.
Oh yeah, I had real quick, Psalms 37 and
It's like, you finished,
Psalms 37 and 12. It reads, the wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming.
And we laughing too.
Yeah.
Because we looking at it, we laughing at the NWO.
Yeah.
The men of the Lord laughing at it, man. Because it's hilarious. This niggas think he's finished microchip the entire earth. It's laughable, bro. It's stupid. You know? And he think he's finna rise from the ashes because,
Right.
because let's be honest, the elites are done with America, man. You know what I'm saying? They want to burn this place up, man. This is like, you know, it's like the go back to the garden. The elders going to It's Cain's ox sacrifice versus Abel's sacrifice, and whose sacrifice is going to be accepted by the Lord? It's going to be Abel's, man, which is what? The elect, the remnant, You know? And he think his sacrifice is going to be accepted. He think he's going to rise from the ashes. And, because with that damn devil Yuval, that they hold about, this is our version of the Ark of Noah. You know what I'm saying? Them with their bunkers and all that shit, protecting them from destruction, you know what I'm saying? And they think they're gonna rise from the ashes. Like, nah, man, you're gonna rise in chains, man.
But they say we don't need to wait on, well, they said Jesus, but
Yeah.
you don't need to wait on Jesus to overcome death or something like that.
Yeah.
Some bullshit. It's nothing but madness they spill, but the Lord gonna laugh at him. Because he's in control at the end of the day. We know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua, this is all of his will. He's, what they say, he ruleth in the
kingdoms of men.
in the kingdoms of men. So he's putting these thoughts upon Esau, Edom, and all the rulers to go forth and push forth this NWO, so he could fulfill prophecy at the end of the day.
I got that too for you. It's Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it whatsoever he will. So the heart, which is lahab, it goes into your mind. That's where the Lord deals with men, is in their mind, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the Lord that he can send an angel down to instill a thought, or a particular thought within your mind. What it said in the book of Job, when man sleep, he sealed their instructions, roughly paraphrasing. So this is all the Lord's program at the end of the day. We just gotta trust the script, And when we see the prophecies come to pass, and as we see the prophecies come to pass, what that does to us, man, it boosts our faith and it puts us more in fear of the Lord to get ourselves right. We're seeing that the day is at hand, It says, every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord ponders the heart. You know what I'm saying? It said, to do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. It said, a high look and a proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked is sin, man. That's Esau, man. He's nothing, planet wickedness throughout the four corners of the earth. So it's just his deception. That's all he's been doing. What you think colonialization is about? Him to establish his way of thinking throughout the earth. Because in reality, who controls China? You know what I'm saying? It's Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? Who could really control, who controls Britain? The elites. They control both sides. So we're not even to say what he's doing. Hey, but the Lord is really in control of everything. Because Esau think he's playing chess, what they gonna say? It's chess, not checkers.
Yeah.
It's chess, not checkers. I got a precept though. Think back to the topic. This Isaiah 14:1. The Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and yet choose Israel, accepting in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the strangers talking about the Israelite foreigners, man. It said verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over the oppressors. So we're going to rule over our oppressors. This is a future prophecy that's going to come to pass real soon, believe it or not, man. When we get those new bodies, Lord willing, we're going to fulfill what's written, Jeremiah 16:16. When we come down, we're going to hunt their ass from the clefts of the rocks. Because them elites, they're going to be in the rocks, hiding from the wrath of the Lamb, like it says in Revelations. Verse 3, it says, it shall come to pass in that day the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from thy hard bondage, wherein thou was made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? And this is not speaking of ancient Babylon, this is speaking of Babylon the Great, mystery Babylon. And who's the king of Babylon, of this current Babylon? It's Esau. Starting with the small hats, man. It said, the Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepters of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continued stroke He who ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hither. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They bring forth into singing, man.
Damn. The whole earth.
Man, it's at rest. That's why he's in cancer, man. You ever seen like a person that finally get cured for cancer? It's like they believe. They feel better because they done, man.
Let's say every creature is basically waiting on the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. Because every living creature is suffering, man, under the rule of Esau. Job 9:24. You know, you have plenty of endangered species. Some already extinct. You know what I'm saying? And they're hunters, man. At the end of the day. So think like I was just watching like one type of nature documentary on Netflix. But it was going into like this type of shark, and basically they were getting poached because of how expensive their fins were going.
Yeah.
You know.
I seen that show with Gordon Ramsay. He went over there because he was getting bad about the Moabites doing that shit. And they say when he with the taste shit, this shit don't even taste like nothing. He said y'all just slicing motherfucking sharks going like in the sea. And this nigga's a demon. He's heating must be stopped, bro. You just slicing the fin, and it's really just a small piece of fin of the fish, but it's so important. It's for them to smooth maneuver through the sea. He's slicing it in, and you know, because when one thing is thrown off in an ecosystem, it throws everything else off, man. Because that's why it's called an ecosystem. Everything works, works for one another, man. But he's a cancer, and cancer, what it does, it disrupts that system from properly functioning correctly, man. You know, and that's why he has to go, man. He's a cancer to the earth. And it's ironic, when he came into power, especially in Babylon, cancer has increased. You know what I'm saying?
Disease period. Yeah. Now, what did it say? Like the HIV and the shit's like jumping through the roof.
Still good.
Yeah. Okay.
You got it. That wasn't on. You got it.
Okay, this is Psalms 37, verse 12. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out swords, and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and the needy, to slay such as be of upright conversation.
Ooh. Now who's of an upright conversation? The men of the Lord. Because we the only ones that's speaking out against wickedness. We don't want to speaking out. You got some people that's outside the truth that's speaking out against particular agendas that was pushed. But for the main part, who's really speaking out against the Mo agenda? Us. Who's really speaking out against the Pedialyte men? It's us, bro. Ain't nobody speaking out against that. Look what Jake do. Jake got that PC mindset. Well, you know, that's between them and them. You know, you can love who you love. You know, you're not Jake D.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, like no, bro, that shit off. Because if you allow that shit to spread, it eventually gonna affect your generation down the line. Now your children gonna be affected by that. Because all you gotta do is nip it in the butt right then and there. That's why when you read the laws on like certain laws, you read like. Now you understand why you put why certain laws require a person to be put to death, because it stopped that sin from spreading,
Right.
like sodomy. You know what I'm saying?
It's like we want to put them to death for sin.
Yeah.
They want to put us to death for righteousness.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Because that's how sin is how their kingdom prospers.
Come
So
on.
they want sin to keep ruling. You know what I mean? So they can have this, messed up earth longer and longer.
Yeah.
Because he thrives in filth.
He's a pig.
Yeah, he's a pig. He thrives a rat. Amalek, the rats. You know what I'm saying? They thrive in filth.
Bottom feeder.
Yeah. I got a precept. Yeah, you got some more now?
Oh, so I got one. Says it says the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and the needy, to slay such as be of upright conversation. Hey, so that tells you they're trying to persecute the righteous, man. They're trying to put us to death for speaking the truth.
their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Alright, so the same weapon they trying to use against us will be thrust into them.
Yeah,
The Lord is coming back to bring that judgment upon them.
hey, what story that remind you of? Esther with Haman.
Yeah, I was about to say,
He set the gallows to hang us. And the Lord hung his ass on the gallows. He got his ass hung on the gallows, man. Yeah, man, I think it was him and his children all got hung. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I got to touch up on that story again, man. But hey, you set up a trap for us, hey, but you finna fall in that trap that you set for us. Like Wile E. Coyote, man. You know, when the road run, he tries to catch it, he end up blowing himself up. That's gonna be Esau, man. That's it on that
It
house.
says a little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. Alright. And for the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous.
So the Lord's gonna sustain us in these times. So what Esau's trying to do, he's trying to use food, his control over food and water to get us to bow. Like, nigga, you ain't made water. You ain't made food. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now he's making food now in the lab, but hey, he still had to take things from the earth to even make that food. You had to take things that the Heavenly Father and Allah created to even make that genetically modified shit that you got in your lab. You had to take some of the elements from the earth. So you still didn't create shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
And it says the arms of the wicked shall be broken. And what does arms represent? It represents strength. You know what I'm saying? So like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You see it happening right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Esau is losing his grasp upon the earth, man. So hey, that's why it says in you know what I'm saying, Revelation, I think it's 12.
Okay.
It says the devil knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Want to grab it real quick?
Yeah, you could.
Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
All right, hey, this devil is out here struggling to fulfill his plan.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give that to you.
Because every kingdom had its age, man. Its age to rule. Like all the previous kingdoms that we've seen upon this earth, they'd all had a rise and a fall. You know, we're right in the midst of Esau's age. You know, Esau's world falling. You know, Jacob is Salakia. I'll say Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Okay, like the brother was saying, it's not gonna be no phoenix grain rising up from the ashes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Another rebirth, and this devil is ruling for another.
Eternity.
Yeah, fuck that, man. It said, you know, this king is gonna be translated from one unto the other, man. One that is profitable. Right, an everlasting kingdom. That kingdom is going to be ultimately the kingdom of heaven. Right, Yahweh Ba'Hashim Yahushai's kingdom, which in turn is ours.
Because corruption can only last for so long.
That's right.
All right, then there ain't gonna be nothing left to consume.
Yeah.
So that all that was fake anyway.
God, what the Lord said, if he had not shortened days,
Yep.
no flesh shall be saved. So you get this devil another 100 years to rule. Whew.
This earth would be wiped out.
Yeah, man.
Look what he did. Look what he did in the time that he was ruling.
Yeah.
Man. He's depleting the earth.
Just say we would have been likened unto Sodom.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because they.
Hey, that's a place, man. It's destroyed. Sodom is destroyed, man.
And
There ain't
twofold.
nothing there.
Twofold. It's destroyed, and then also the acts of Sodom with that. You know.
Yeah, because, you know, if I leave our seed down the line, the Lord knows your children, you know, some brothers who got young children, man, your children grow up 20, 30 years from now in this place. And it's already fruit out now, so how much, you know what I'm saying, what they pushing now is You know, cause shit within the last 10 years, you know, when we was younger, you know, we ain't never, we was moles, but it's like, they was like in the class, you just knew like, oh, that nigga off.
Yeah.
But now it's like, they done it every goddamn well. And now you get down, they pushing on the children now.
Right, that's what I was gonna say.
Now it's gonna be at the point, you're gonna be seeing motherfuckers popping, it's gonna be dog porn, man, on just being on television, on a regular channel, like motherfucking cartoons, you know how cartoons just pop on TV? People have the option just like, just watch two dogs get into, you know, a man and a dog get it in
There
there.
already was stuff like that.
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy.
Oh yeah.
When we were younger, they had Stimpy with a saw with the other dude. Ren bent down. He had a saw on his pelvic area,
Oh my god.
and he was they were
Wow.
going back and forth.
So there, yeah,
they
they're alluding
already
to it.
doing it, man.
Yeah.
That was on TV when I was young.
They're wild, man, wild.
Like yeah,
Oh,
had,
Beauty
he
and the
had, I
Beast.
think he had like a log on his back or something like that, and he was just
Wow.
Oh my god.
on his pelvis.
Yeah.
We gotta get that.
we need deliverance, man.
I think you guys know something earlier. He said, you know, he's panicking right now. I got this precept. This is Job 20 and 21, 22. No, I'm sorry, 19. Because he had oppressed and forsaken the poor, because he had violently taken away a house which he buildeth not. And how he's doing that, he's gonna do that even with the Quran. He didn't build this house, this body that we in. You know, and then I'm gonna put a micro C to the H to the I and to the P in you, and patronize man and claim him you minds. You didn't create this vessel. You don't even know how the fuck you can dream. Esau don't even understand dreams and how we, you know, that's a wonder. The fact that you go to sleep and dream, he didn't even man, he can't even figure that out. You know what I'm saying? And he trying to patronize man. That shit crazy, bro. If you sit back and think about the human body, bro, it's amazing. Even though this is bound to corrupt, but
Right,
still,
right.
it's amazing in the sense like, damn, that is, you know, how the Lord set this, you know, this body up, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? How it has its own immune that can ward off diseases by itself
Yep.
without the help of you shooting a goddamn a needle in you.
yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How you can use the food and fuel as fuel to keep it. Man, this is a beautiful. It's like a car in a sense.
Yeah, it's a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The body is a self-sustainable thing.
Come on. Hey, even the woman body.
And it only takes a little bit to run off of. You just get a little fuel,
Come
food
on.
or your herbs or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh,
Straight.
like a woman body, like the vagina, man. It's a self-cleaning organ.
Yeah.
It's, you like, damn, Lord. So, and then how the menstrual is linked to the
To the
to
moon.
moon, man. This is
And the waters.
Yeah, the waters, bro. This shit is like the Lord is.
And then another, I didn't even notice, bro, but when usually it would be like a mother and a daughter, but then their cycles would link up.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even explain that.
Yeah, like women that live together,
Mhm.
usually cycles come around the same time, which is crazy, man. That shows you how, man, everything's intertwined and connected in a sense. And you got this devil trying to break that. He's a cancer, man.
Yeah.
Trying to disrupt that connection from everything properly working function. You know, it's like, you know, like a virus in a computer.
Yeah.
You get a virus in your computer, it's gonna stop the computer from properly working. Like they on the movie, you know, The Matrix, the agents and shit. You know?
And that's what, damn, Billy Goat. He fucking, you know, he made a system where he created the virus and then made a system to combat that virus. You know, and that's basically what he did with the thing that passed.
Yeah.
You know.
I got a little bit more on this. It says, verse 20, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not savor that which he desired. And when he desired, your soul.
Yeah.
You know, the scriptures say he can never be satisfied. He is death. He wants your soul, like it says in that movie Get Out. I want those eyes. Fucking sicko. He wants to, in the movie and planet, he wants to control your mind, tell you what to do. It says, he said, there shall none of his meat be left, Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And when you look up that word wicked, it goes to laborers. Because, you know, it's going to be his own, these people mentally, everybody ain't down with this NWO, man. You know, yeah, a lot of people going to bow down, but a lot of people going to resist. You know, that's why, you know, ultimately you're going to eventually nuke this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Because everybody ain't bowing. You think these red-blooded Edomites, they not finna bow down to that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jake, the scripture say Judah gonna be a terror. Let's say Judah gonna be a terror to Egypt. The Lord gonna put the spirit on 2/3 to go wild, buck wild, man. So it's gonna be
Bloody.
It's gonna be bloody, man. It's gonna be crazy, and the Lord's gonna have us sitting, you know, where we at, you know, pretty much protecting us, man, from all that shit.
Yeah, sitting under his wings.
Come on, man.
I got one real quick. You got more to that?
Got a little bit more. It says, when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fear of his wrath upon him. It shall rain upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the boar steel shall strike him through. It is drawn out and come out of his belly, yea, the glittering sword come out of his gall. Terror upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret place, and fire not blown shall consume him, and it shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle.
Damn.
The elites.
Yeah.
Because you regular day feel you ain't making it out of here,
And
man.
that's the average one. Then you got the ones that are considered like high class,
Yeah.
wealthy, you know, living in the skyscrapers in Chicago, LA, New York.
They ain't making it out of
Yeah,
here.
they ain't making it, bro.
You ain't getting to no bunker, nigga.
So all them rich is gonna come tonight, bro.
Come
All
on.
them suit and ties you got hung up in the fucking closet, in a big ass walk-in closet. You know, hey, rich is profit now in the day of wrath.
A lot of them gonna be jumping out the window. Oh, it's
Yeah,
over.
prior.
You know what I'm saying?
And the Lord may have it to it, hey, because the scriptures say they shall seek death and not find it.
Woo.
So the Lord can make it to where a damn Edomite jumps out the fucking window, hits the concrete, and it still survives that shit just so they can taste the nuke.
Damn.
Yep.
You never know what. Hey, we're talking about the Lord, bro. The power of the universe. You know, it's all up to His will. I had this though real quick because you were hitting on the cancer, and this Ecclesiasticus was rock 40:16. The weed growing upon every water and bank of a river shall be pulled up before all grass.
And what a weed does, it chokes out other plants from growing. If you know anything about landscaping or any just period, people fucking hate weeds. And that's Esau. For years he made it seem like we was the weed. We was the problem in the garden. But in reality, he's the weed.
Yeah, he wanted to say that we was cursed, and that's why we had white skin and all that bullshit.
Well, all nations had melanin.
Right. Yeah, bro. Like this. Oh,
Here you go, all Edom
Bro, I was about to
melanated,
say-
Moab melanated, Ishmael melanated, Ham definitely melanated.
And what he used was the curse that the Lord placed upon us to say that we was just cursed, period. Like we would never get out of it or something.
This nigga's a demon, man.
Alright, so he used our punishment to say, hey, we was cursed. I mean,
So, This is more than
No, that was basically the point there.
you got no precept?
Yeah, since y'all said it, Psalms 58:3.
Hell no.
You got it. Psalms 58:3. No, I'll start at 1. Psalms 58:1. Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
As soon as that little bald, pale bastard come out his mother's womb, he crying. He already lying. What you crying for, nigga? You in heaven. You in your heaven right now, you know?
That's right. It reads their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like a deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. So you think like when you tell somebody the truth, and then they put two fingers in their ear, la 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 la.
Yeah.
You know.
That's Esau, man. He don't take heed to shit.
Yeah.
You know, because who listen to Charm, when the Elon be into that, the Charm, the Kroger's and shit, and the Kobe be doing this.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, Esau, that serpent, like, he ain't listen to, he striking his ass right then and there, like. Esau, that serpent, ain't listen to Elon playing a little flute. You know what I'm saying? He striking his ass right away, bro.
That's funny.
He makes it seem like he listening
Yeah.
to you, but
He
dancing
can't
around.
even groove to the song. So
Yeah.
he's like, fuck it.
Fucking devil, bro. I got a precept for you.
Hey, that's why it says, hey, the serpent was a subtle creature,
Yeah.
more subtle than any
Piece of
Piece of
piece of the field.
Come on. Sneaky bastard, man. You know what I'm saying? And serpents don't, certain way serpents strike, they know that they're vulnerable. They don't attack their prey right away. They wait, they weigh it out, man. And that's Esau, man. In a sense, because he is a coward, man. You know, lions, bro. We lion let you know I'm here, nigga. I'm on your ass. This bee killing you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, serpent hides in a rock. You don't even know a serpent behind it till you step in. What the fuck is that? You know, before you know it, you dying slowly, like, oh shit.
He unleashes that venom.
That venom gets into you. You know, and that's what y'all did with that jump shot. You took that venom.
Literally.
Literally.
Yep, that's what's in it.
God, damn, he's a devil, boy. He probably was laughing too. Like, they will never know what's in it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he was talking about bats at first, so you wouldn't know it was a serpent.
God, damn.
Or a snake, I should say.
I got a precept. This is, I think you quoted it earlier. Sirach 10:9. Start at 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. That's what you're seeing, man. The kingdom is being translated. We are already at the beginning phases of the translation of the kingdom, man. And it started with what? With our mind. You know, this truth. You know, starting with the apostles and their elders. You know, pushing forth this truth. You know, throughout the four corners of earth, having our mind change. And then as we begin to wake up, the whole world is beginning to realize who they are. That in fact, this man's the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. That they not the real Jews. In fact, they're imposters. And everything they stand for is totally against the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai. It said, verse 9, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such as one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, he cast away his vows. And Esau, he's very covetous, and he has no integrity or no dignity. He cast away. He sold his own soul. He was the first sellout. He sold his soul for what? He sold his birthright for a morsel of meat. And then, the irony is, the devil, he's trying to use food as a way to get us to sell out. You know. It says, you got something to say?
That's what he's always trying to do, is fill his belly.
Come on. Yeah.
Hey, so he's trying to put that same that same trickery in action, you know.
And a man given to appetite can never be satisfied, man. You know, the flesh you can never satisfy. The flesh will never be satisfied. You know, it's always searching for more and more and more and more. When you live in the flesh, it's never gonna be satisfied. You're never gonna be satisfied with anything, man.
You ever heard, that saying, the devil's up to his old tricks? That's exactly what's going on, man. People are still falling for it.
It says, verse 10, the physician had cut off the lung disease, and he is today a king, tomorrow shall die. And who's the physician? Yahweh Shai. He's the physician, man. He's healing us. Eventually, he's going to heal the entire earth. The process starts with the elect being healed. You know, once we become healed, then the rest of the earth is going to be healed. You know, because everything is mourning. Because why the sons of God are not in a position of power, man. Because while we're sick, man, sick with sin, brothers still dealing with particular ailments, whether it's physically, mentally, physically, financially. You know, all kinds of brothers dealing with catching hell, man. You know, and the Lord, the Lord, is healing us. But we ain't gonna be fully healed till we get those new bodies, man. You know? It said the physician, I'm gonna read that again, verse 10. Sirach 10:10, the physician cut off a long disease, and he that is king today is today a king, tomorrow shall die. So Esau, he's the king now. Hey, but eventually you ain't gonna be able to sit on that throne no more. You know? And we gonna sit on the throne under Yahweh Bashim Shah, man.
That's right.
You know, with David underneath Yahweh Shah, the rest of the 12 and the rest of the 144,000. And Lord willing, we be those men. You know? Boy, I want him, man. Love him, man. I'm looking forward to ruling, man, over our fucking enemies, man.
Priesthood. This is Proverbs 29, verse 1. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Damn, everybody's mourning right now. I don't give even fucking 2/3. And when they act like they ain't, they depressed as well too. Everybody's fucking miserable, man. Even the teens. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, the dog sad. You go outside, everybody's mad, man.
Yeah.
Even us, man. Only what keeps us going is this truth. If it wasn't for this truth, man, boy, we'd be through. I know I would.
Yeah.
I know I would. I'd be a fucking bug out somewhere just gone, man, if I had this truth, man. But hey, thanks to the mercy of the Lord, man, we got this truth to keep us sane in a world that is chaotic, man. Man, this shit, man, this place weighs on you mentally, physically, spiritually, you know?
You got like whales and dolphins jumping up out of the sea.
Beaching themselves.
Yeah.
What was that? That walrus or was it a seal?
Yeah. To the street.
A seal going down the street on the sidewalk.
Hey, could you imagine probably like community that seal? He's probably and that seal's probably in stress.
Bro, yeah.
Probably what the fuck? You're probably like, who the fuck am I? This ain't where I belong. Man, bro. This devil gotta go, bro. This nigga playing and motherfucking releasing genetically modified mosquitoes for why? Mosquitoes are already annoying as it is. Why would you expound more mosquitoes? And mosquitoes are known for carrying what? Diseases like malaria, West Nile. You gonna create more? This nigga for what? So we can see what it does in the environment. Like, no, man. This man's a demon, bro.
He's trying to weaponize everything.
Yeah, because that's what it is. He's that was his blessing, the sword. How the fuck you weaponize water?
Yeah, it's as simple as that.
That's all he thinks about is war tactics and shit like that.
Yeah.
Trying to get the upper hand on you opponents. And
Yeah.
shit. This top secret.
Classified.
Like for what? He creates the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga got trillions of dollars where he can help for humanity, but he'd rather spend trillions of dollars to create a boogeyman to cause more destruction, more confusion. Because he's a damn devil at the end of the day.
Trying to get chemical warfare, robot warfare, animal warfare, android warfare. Whatever kind of warfare you can think, he's trying to do it.
Because here it is, the Lord told us to, be fruitful, multiply. And this damn demon wants to keep the population under a certain number. And that plays right in league with their Mo agenda. Because with that, it's pro-death. It's not pro-life. How can you reproduce?
Let me find out several ways to kill everybody so I can get my new world order plan.
That's right.
That shit crazy, man. I got a precept. You got some more? It's back at Sirach 10. I'm gonna jump to 13. I'm sorry, 11. It's a 12. It said the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High and his heart is turned away from his Maker. Did that happen? Didn't that happen with Cain? When he came to the Lord with that abominable sacrifice and got mad and the Lord didn't accept it. You know?
Sure.
And then, you know, he went to go slay his brother, man. It said, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. Therefore the Lord brought upon him strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. And that's what's going to come upon you devils, man. You know? Because this devil, he had the Most High's book in his hand. Didn't Ronald Reagan said in the 80s that he declared the Bible as the law of the land? So you use this book, you swear in on the book, you know what I'm saying? But what you do, you cast it behind you, man. You cast the word of the Lord behind you. You know? And then what you do, you downtrodden his children, the prophets, you know? Hey, so you in for a rude awakening. That's why you're seeing all these calamities happen, man. Earthquakes, famine, droughts, hurricanes. And a lot of it is him doing it.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the Lord putting the spirit upon him to do is to destroy his own kingdom.
Sure.
Yeah, they got these devils, Amalek as up there trying to create their own witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Create their own, evil little Bible or something like that.
Oh, I seen that.
Wow.
They have like they version of Mary being pregnant instead of with the Holy Ghost, like a holy being spirit.
Yeah, man, and basically they got their own book to where it's just a collection of rabbis or some shit, just adding their own madness into a book and saying that it's true, it's truth.
This dude gotta go. Y'all seen that shit? Instead of like Mary was born with like a girl, and she had spiritual, she was evil, like this shit. It was like pretty much they left hand Messiah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That shit crazy, man. And this man's, and we tell you he's the devil. We've been telling you for years, this man's the devil, he's not to be trusted. But what Jake do, they still trust this nigga, man. It says, I got a little more, it says, back in Sirach 10:14, the Lord hath cast down the thrones of proud princes and shut up the meek in their seat, in their steed. That's what's gonna happen in the near future, man. What did the Lord say? The meek shall inherit the earth. You know? And it's not Esau, a proud bastard. You know, America itself is the most proudest fucking country on the earth. Everything, the few, the proud, the Marines, you know, all this shit. They pride themselves. Born in the USA, all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You remember that stupid ass commercial they had at the football and twins? I love football on TV. All that American pride shit. God bless America and no one else. Like, what about that? You know what I'm saying?
Party in the USA.
Yeah.
Every Sunday night, America's Game of the Week.
Yeah, this is them pride in themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? Proud. Remember the motherfucking America with that cartoon? Fuck yeah. Come to save. What was it called? It was like a little fucking TV.
I think I know what you're talking about. That Jacob.
Yeah, it was a movie. They had it. It was based off like a cartoon. It wasn't like a cartoon. It was like that clay animated shit. America. Fuck yeah. I forgot. Yo. Team America.
I forgot.
You know, there was a movie called Team America.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They pretty much pride themselves blowing terraces down, doing all kinds of shit, man.
18 or something.
Yeah, 18. That's what it was, bro. Some shit like that. You know? It shows the pride of these devils, man. They said the Lord has plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place. And that's what the Lord's gonna do. And the Lord has always done that, man. You know? It said the Lord overthrew the countries of heathen and destroyed them to the foundation of the earth. Look what he done to Pharaoh and his army.
Yeah.
He flooded their ass in the water.
Flooded.
So what the Lord gonna do to this modern day Pharaoh and his army?
Mm-hmm.
Flood their ass in the lake of fire. And what did the Lord do with Moses? He delivered him. He drawn him through, It was delivered through the water, and we're gonna be delivered through what? The lake of fire, man. Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? He said, I forgot to go. Bring them through the fire, man.
Yeah, that's mighty though, because you have the modern day Pharaoh and his army coming against, or they will be coming against the prophets.
Come on.
Trying to put them to death. And yeah, like you were saying, it's a similitude.
God. And what the Lord did, he fought for us, man. When Pharaoh came, he fought for us, man.
Yeah.
He gonna fight for us each time. What the Lord said when he come in, like, the Lord's gonna lift the standard, man. And we believe he will, man. And brothers having dreams about spiritual powers. Brothers having dreams about healing, doing all kinds of miracles, man. Hey, we gotta believe that the Lord's gonna do that. You know? It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, let's just say, and that is Yahweh Shai through Yahweh, because Yahweh Shai was the one leading us through the wilderness, you know?
Yeah, he was a pillar, he was a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night.
Right.
That was a chariot, man.
He was the one leading us, man. Leading us into salvation. Hey, he delivers. He delivered.
I was just saying we might have chariots leading us, or
protecting
angels
us.
leading us in the wilderness. It might be an angel leading us, come out of nowhere. Might be an angel Gabriel or somebody, who knows, or Archangel Michael himself. You know, we might come across, who is this? I'm the angel Michael, come follow me, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, we knows how it's gonna play out, man. We just gotta believe, we gotta trust in the victory. We gotta believe that the Lord's gonna, the victory is written for us, man. It says, verse 17, he took some of them away and destroyed them and made their memorial to cease from the earth. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Lord's gonna do with these devils, man. You don't hear about Pharaoh now, but you still hear about Moses and what he done. You don't hear about the proud kings that was around during the time of Noah, but we still to this day hear about Noah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't hear about that. You still to this day we still talk about the story of Moses,
Job.
you know what I'm saying? Daniel, Noah.
All the
We don't hear about Haman. Who talking about Haman? Outside us, when we bring out Haman to bring out particular points, but who like, you remember Haman back in the day? Yeah, he was hell no, man. You know? That was it on that. Wish I got something.
You got something?
Close up.
You can close on it.
So with that, hope y'all was edified. I'm gonna say Shabbat Shalom. I'm gonna say call on Yahweh, Shabbat Shabbat Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of their millstone who well, and as always, peace and salutations to Ophelek and society special truth throughout the four corners there. Shalom and Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Chemotherapy 2023 in Iowa, boys.